It is time.
Okay, it's locked. I'm not letting that fold in again. The time has come, so have I. Don't worry guys, this time there's actually some real new parts that are going into the bike. While I continue setting up, let's get into the holiday spirit just a little bit more with this B-roll I filmed the other day. What's up guys? It is finally time to build up my new BMX bike for 2022. There's the airplane. It's always got to happen in this garage. Let's get on to this channel's time-honored tradition of building up my new bike for the brand new year. Now, these kinds of videos have a setup. We did the Christmas holiday spirit B-roll, and now is the part of the video where I show you guys all the new stuff that I'll be throwing on my bike this year. The first new part that I would like to show you guys is this very pretty and very blue and very floral Odyssey seat. So that is the first part. Now, the second new part we will be throwing on is not just one, but two Demolition Momentum white wall tires in 2.35, and by 2.35 I mean 2.7. These tires are huge and I love them. I've kind of gotten stuck in a loop of just going from Vans tires to Maxxis grifters to Vans tires to Maxxis grifters. I wanted to change it up. I figured we'd throw it back a little bit and get some white wall momentums. This is going to be quite the classy build, especially when we pair these three parts with the final new part that I will be installing on this year's bike build, which is a brand spanking new pair that I just dinged of Demolition rig bars. I've had these chrome Reynolds bars for 2 years now, and while they have held up great, they are starting to bend just a hair. We going back to black. That's a thing people say. We will be installing the market edition of the Demolition rig bars. Ooh, it's gonna look so cool. Now, normally, I very recently just went to Bike 505 to install a brand new chain, which I guess you can count as a new part. I did get a new Shadow chain because my Supreme chain finally broke after like 3 years, and then I downgraded essentially to the Shadow V2, but that is a brand new chain, so I guess you can include that as part. Now, usually in these bike build videos, we totally dissect the bike. I clean every single little bit and piece of it, and then I build it all up back together with the brand new parts. Are you serious? Are we done? Can I talk for more than 5 minutes without getting interrupted? Maybe that's a sign that I should just shut up and actually do the bike build. But yeah, we're not doing a full dissection. I'm just gonna take off the stuff that I need, and I will dust off and clean the other stuff, but I'm not like taking it all apart and re-greasing it and everything. It doesn't need it, and I don't feel like doing it. We'll do a little time lapse, taking off all the shit I'm gonna take off, and then, I don't know, we're gonna get into it because I've been talking way too much. Before we jump into it, I just gotta flap my gums to let you guys know that unfortunately, as of lately, the performance on my BMX videos hasn't been the best. So what I'm gonna ask you guys for Christmas, or for whichever holiday season you celebrate, is that if you go on to enjoy this video at any point, I would really appreciate it if you guys let me know and help support the engagement on this video by leaving a like, leaving a comment, give me your thoughts and opinions, share the video around, and of course, if you enjoy the content that I put out on this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. It takes like 3 seconds total to hit the like and subscribe, and then if you really enjoy this channel, maybe consider joining the membership, and that will give you access to a bunch of extras, and you'll also be directly helping support this channel. I have yapped on far too long. Let's get into this build. So you remember back in 2019 when I made the cotton candy monstrosity bike? By quite a margin, that was the bike build video that had gotten the most views. So when the 2020 bike build came around, I was a little overconfident. And I was like, since the last bike build video did so well, I want to see if we can get this one to 100,000 views. I overstepped a little bit, and I was definitely put in my place because that video definitely did not get 100,000 views. And then I also kind of cursed the entire world when I made that video. I also did a stupid thing where I was like, okay, hey, if I do this bar spin first try, 2020 and the decade of it is going to be the best one ever. And that definitely didn't happen. And that probably has something to do with the fact that it was not first try. You see, while it is all one clip and it looks like I did it first try, that was like the 7th take. And I'm half positive that the last 2 years are kind of my fault. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So in a roundabout way, my request did end up coming true somewhat. While the 2020 video did not end up getting 100,000 views, over time, the 2019 bike build video still kept getting views. And a couple months ago, that video ended up actually hitting 100,000 views. So in a roundabout way, my wish ended up coming true. So that's pretty cool. When you're switching bars and you're keeping the same stem, make sure you clean off the inside of the stem real nice. You don't want any leftover handlebar shavings in the inside of your stem because that can end up causing it to slip. Alright, time to put on the very first part. Where'd my Allen go? Allen! There it is. So while this video is not going to be a completely brand new bike build, there is a considerable amount of new things that I'm going to be putting on that specifically will change the look of the bike quite a bit. Like the whole aesthetic of the bike, I hate that word so much, but the whole aesthetic of the bike is going to change. Time to cut some bars. Cut your bars, not yourself. So I like my bars at 27.5, and the Demolition rig bars come at 29 inches, so I got to cut 3/4 of an inch off each side. Right? Either I was correct about that and I sound like a normal person, or my mathematical incompetence just reared its ugly head and now we all know how bad at math I really am. Definitely take it slow when you're cutting bars. So the blade on a pipe cutter actually isn't very sharp. You want to be real careful when you're using it. You don't want to smush it. Like 5 to 7 turns or something like that, and then tighten it just a little bit once you feel it start to get loose. Ooh, see that catch? Clean ass cut. Look at that. I'm stiff. You know what I just realized? Since I'm not taking my whole bike apart, I'm not going to get to make my "why wouldn't you want to finger your bike" joke. How tragic. At least the bar cutting segment's back. See how fast and effortless cutting bars are with a pipe cutter? Who would have thought? Who would have thought the tool specifically designed for this would make things easier? How do they do it? Throw on the grips. I'm keeping my Primo Cali grips because it's the only good thing Primo makes. I'm just kidding. Primo stuff is actually pretty solid. Except for those booty groceries bars. I'm sorry. Just no, man. Yeah, everyone's got a preference and freestyle's freestyle, but fuck, man, those bars are ugly. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't do it. I'm gonna have an aneurysm. Nothing against booty groceries personally. Who am I kidding? He's not even gonna see this. I just don't like those bars, which I guess is fine. They're not made for everybody, but anyway, there's another fucking airplane. I'm just gonna add to the noise. Yay. Oh god. Why did I not expect that to happen? Idiot. I genuinely don't know how long I've been riding these, but holy hell has it been a long time. Demolition, send me new ones. Just kidding. Unless, you know, how come the Demolition logo isn't like something demolition related, you know? Has it been before? Maybe that was the plan and then like 9/11 happened or something. Have you guys ever like read about how country music changed after 9/11? Like it used to be like straight cowboy shit. And it used to be about like evading the law and being a rebel. And now it's just, if you don't stand for the red, white, and starry blue, I will pee my pants right here. Who flies on Christmas? Especially this often. Oh, I can breathe. There we go, you son of a bitch. Ooh, it's gonna look good. Where is my grease, man? Where is it? Where is it, Pixar like? So I believe that is where I had them last time. When you tighten your stem, tighten them in an X pattern and make sure that it's even on all sides. That way it clamps evenly and reduces the chance that your bars will slip. Bars are on. All right, now we just gotta put the new tires on. It's like they know I'm filming the video and they're doing everything they can to fuck me for it. That was like a super New Mexican crackhead thing to say. They know I'm doing it. They can smell my thoughts. You guys remember when I bought these in 2020? I literally haven't trued these once. Oh, look at this. You see that? Both of these wheels have yet to feel the touch of a spoke tool. I told you I bought the strongest rims in BMX. Now hubs, not so much. That front hub's okay. This back one though, bit of a bitch. To say we've had problems is a bit of an understatement. Ooh, that reminds me. I need to switch out this hub guard, or at least change out the shoelace. All right, side mission complete. Redid this. I thought I had my new one with me, but I don't. So the next time I switch it out, I definitely will be putting on my newer G Sport Gland hub guard because I've got quite a few old parts on my bike. The bar ends are like 5 5 years old. The cranks are like 6 years old now. But this G-Sport gland hub guard, it's like 7 years old. Bonkers. This thing's lasted so long. Ooh, I'm excited to have white walls again. I'm glad everyone talked me into doing it. I love it when a tire is non-directional. When you're changing your tires, always make sure the bead is set, especially if it's a folding tire or if it's a lighter weight tire. Use the compressor to do most of it, but it doesn't have a gauge, so... That was a funny noise. Now, 2022 is going to be the 3rd year that I've used this frame. As you can see, some of the wear and tear, especially up here in the head tube. So before I show you guys the finished product, I'm going to see if I can freshen that up a little bit, make it not as unpleasant here in the front. All right, guys, we have installed every new part that we're putting on the bike this year. All I have left to do is just throw the wheels on, and then we can look at the finished product. You guys ready to see what this new thing looks like? Let's check it out. Here's what my BMX bike is going to look like for 2022. Look at that thing. Try not to block too much of it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got it done. So, as you guys were probably able to tell, especially compared to like 2020's bike build, everything went pretty dang smoothly. Like nothing tried to fight me. Everything was working until I stopped filming and tried to put the wheels back on. You see, you can't see it. I don't even want you guys to see it. That cinema coaster that I've got, it's kind of sort of a hot pile of ass. I'm really starting to not like this free coaster, like at all. I've just had nothing but problems with it. When I first got it, found out that it doesn't have nearly as much slack as a lot of other free coasters do. I got it in the first place so that I wouldn't have to deal with the little wiggle from my last free coaster, but this one has it too. For the first few months that I had it, it was knocking all crazy. The non-drive side hub guard broke on it like immediately. It and the dropouts on my frame don't get along very well, so whenever I have to fix, adjust, or even just put on my back wheel, I have to sit there and fight with it for like 10 minutes until it gets to the spot that it works. And recently, it's gotten about 5 times more annoying because the other day, I just noticed that it was barely spinning. You could like audibly hear the resistance that was happening. I don't know why, but apparently my non-drive side lock nut doesn't like the hub shell now, and somehow it started grinding up against the edge of the hub shell, which also ended up putting a big old burr in it. So if I was able to adjust it to where it would spin freely, then there would be another knocking sound because it would be catching on that burr. So I had to take it all apart and file the inside of the lock nut and the hub shell so that they wouldn't grind up against each other. It's just, and that's why I wasn't able to upload this video on Christmas like I normally do. So I had to wait till the next day, which is today, to get the B-roll shots because I wasted the rest of my life fighting with that wheel. That back hub is literally what's stopping my wheel set from truly becoming like the best wheel set I've ever had, because I showed you, I haven't even touched these wheels with a spoke wrench yet, and they're still true as all hell even after like a year and a half. I love everything about this new wheel set except for that back hub. And don't get me wrong, I'm not using this as like an excuse to shit talk cinema. I love cinema. I got that hub because I thought it would be the best one, but it is not. It's ass. I don't like it. I hate how much I have to fight with this hub in order for it to just work. Like, I thought my last hub was annoying, but this one is like 4 times as annoying. My first free coaster, that Shadow one that I got, that thing was perfect. But then the second Shadow one I got, it wiggled all stupid and drove me insane. And now this one just wants to fight me and not work every chance it gets. I mean, I've got it now to where it's working, but I'm not gonna touch it for like months, and I just gotta pray that it doesn't start fucking up again. And again, I'm really not trying to shit talk cinema because a lot of their other products are great. This front hub works phenomenally. Their hub guards work great, except for that non-drive side one. Their pedals are awesome. They make a lot of good stuff. Like, they wouldn't have the team that they do if their stuff sucked. But this cinema free coaster that I received, it is almost as incompetent as the United States government. And I don't mean just one side. I mean both sides. Fuck the right and fuck the left. Your two-party system is a failure. You should be embarrassed. But yeah, as much as it bums me out to say it, this back wheel sucks, and it's the reason why I wasn't able to get this video out when I usually do. But who knows, man? Maybe I just got a really shitty one. Maybe Cinema will want to hit me up and resolve this issue. Or who knows, maybe there'll be some other brand and they'll be like, hey, our free coaster actually works. Why don't you try this? Have this for exactly 0 monies. That's probably not gonna happen. I'll just probably get a new one here sometime next year because I am sick of dealing with this one. But anyway, I'm rambling on. Back to the main topic of this video, which is the rest of the bike and all the new parts and how it's got your mom dripping. And I am very happy with how this thing looks. I'm so excited to go ride it. You think you guys are disappointed that there's no riding clips in this video. I've been wanting to go ride this thing so badly, but I ran out of daylight yesterday and I refuse to ride when it's blowing harder than Maroon 5 out because it's just going to end up with me getting pissed off. But don't worry, you are going to see riding footage of this thing very, very soon. So make sure you're subscribed and you have the bell notification turned on so that you can be one of the first to get notified whenever I upload the video of me going out and riding this beast for the very first time. But for now, that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. I really hope you enjoyed. Once again, if you enjoyed this video at any point, make sure you let me know and help support the engagement on this video, and leave a like, leave a comment, share the video around, make sure you subscribe once more, join the channel membership, and
Give me your fucking money!
and last but not least, make sure you follow me on Instagram and on Snapchat at DenDenBMX. Thank you guys once again so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.